guys, my name is Lauren.
I'm Chian.
And we are 2 drinks in.
It's a lie! I'm 3 drinks in.
Today we have with us. Oh, we're looking at you, I just said.
We have our full-time friend, okay?
And our part-time lawyer.
Come on now.
Haley.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here.
Of course.
She didn't want
too
us to tell
much.
you, but she's also a full-time back.
Oh my god.
That's what I said.
I mean, they can see for themselves.
Exactly, right?
First of all, all our friends are cute.
She woke up like this. Hey, she woke up like this. Bomb. Hey. Okay, I'm done. It's the 3 drinks, I swear. I'm sorry for being loud this episode, guys.
She's always loud. I don't know.
That's true.
I mean, to be fair, you're the only one drinking rum.
Right? Come on.
All is rum.
Let's cheers to that. You have to drink after you cheers.
Am I too?
Welcome.
Thank you.
Hey.
Lovely to be here.
So we're used to Haley in the comments.
It's true.
I feel like now you're like behind the scenes.
Yes.
You're getting to experience all the craziness.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun. We just started, but not really.
Right. Because we have drinks before, so that we're actually like 2 drinks in.
Oh
by the time we
yeah.
get here.
I don't think that the viewers realize
they
that
never-
we're
Literally 2 drinks
Actually,
in.
2
No,
drinks in.
I think they think that we're kidding.
No, I made sure.
This was very literal.
She made
I made
sure.
sure.
She be like, you ain't finished your drink yet, and we have to start soon.
She will come and tap your glass like
Because
why is
then
this
we're
so
lying,
full?
you know?
She really does. Oh my
As
God.
soon as I walked through the door, a drink was in my hand.
Right?
Boom.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's real.
It's
on.
service with a
Hospitality.
smile.
It's
Come
real.
on. Come on.
But I'm not mad.
Yes, Lauren. So Haley, as we said, is our full-time friend and our part-time lawyer. Okay. She represents us. We just gave her a retainer, guys. Because we're fabulously wealthy like that.
No.
I can't wait. Is that coming off good? No, it's not.
No.
Lauren and Jerry are just like,
Oh no! Oh my God. We got her for the bloopers again. What is your favorite thing about what you do every day?
oh my gosh.
One favorite thing.
I would say the fact that I learn something new every day. I know that sounds cliche, but I literally do learn something new every day.
Yeah.
And that's kind of empowering. So, I mean, and it doesn't even have to be about law,
Yeah.
because doing law exposes you to like so many other different topics. So, literally, I learn something new pretty much every day. So, like, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's a good,
Yeah.
like, don't get me wrong, some days it can be boring or like monotonous,
Pretty
but
much.
at the same time, it's very unlikely that I go home or I leave a day without learning something new. So, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
In my head, right? Like, lawyers have like a huge library, and all you guys do is like be in there all day if you're not in the courtroom.
No.
Like, that's how that is.
That's
in my
very
head.
much not the case.
That's my. Okay.
You probably watch too much like Suits or something.
yeah.
It's very much not like that. Not here, at least. I don't know.
Right.
No. I only speak for myself, but yeah, it's not all glitz and glamour.
So one of the things I really, really wanted to ask about was, how do you handle the transition from like going to school and then like actually like being like, hey, I'm an actual lawyer, I'm actually going to represent someone on case. Like, what is that transition like? Because I feel like, whoa, that gonna be a huge transition.
Yeah, it is a huge like change. And I mean, okay, so the way that your legal education goes, so typically you go to UE for 3 years. You get your LLB, this is your law degree. But then after that you go to law school, and that's where you get your legal education certificate, which actually like allows you to practice law. So that like last 2 years is it's supposed to be very practical, where you actually learn like how to talk to clients, like how to speak in court, like practical things.
Wait, there's a way you have to speak in court?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
You have to go in there and some say it's a bit like outdated, and you have to say like, if it pleases the court, my name is. Yeah, it's very like
I thought that was some TV shit.
formal.
Yeah.
And it's based on like the UK like the English court system. So, but anyway, all that to say, like after you do those 2 years and you get your practicing certificate, then you can practice law. But even though you have that like practical training, you still have no idea like how to navigate when you first come out. It's very different because you can't prepare for some of the things that that you face on a day-to-day basis. So I would say like it's difficult, but it's a lot easier if you have somebody to guide you. You have like a senior above you to like show you the ropes and to observe. So I was lucky in that regard. But there's some lawyers who come straight out of law school and they practice on their own and they have to figure out on their own. So I imagine it can be a lot more difficult than like what I experienced.
Yeah.
But yeah, you make it through like anything I guess in life.
Cody! That's all you tell myself. Cody!
Have you always wanted to be a lawyer?
No, but it's interesting because I'm sure Jerry knows, Amory knows too.
Tell us all the
Like
things.
deep down inside, I'm an artist. I'm a creative person.
Ooh.
So like coming through high school, I did arts. Like I did art in sixth form. I did languages. Everybody had me as like the artist girl.
Yeah,
And you still are. I feel like you're
I
starting to
wonder
find
how
a
you
way
do
to
to
merge
feed
the
that
two.
now.
Yeah. Well, we'll get there.
Yeah.
You're jumping into the rest of my question.
But
You know?
Like, I want to know what you do to
Yeah.
feed your artistic side now.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Because if there's that side of you, and we experience like the lawyer side because we definitely call you.
But we experienced her dabbling in fashion for sure.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, look at her.
oh my gosh, guys.
What I'm saying is, all the times I've ever seen her, she's been fly.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
had clothes that I need to have in my
Oh my
wardrobe.
Facts. You're
Yeah,
about to steal this shirt.
exactly.
Okay, don't tell her.
She doesn't know.
You can borrow it. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I
I
got
already
you.
borrowed the earrings, so I can't borrow all two. I gotta steal the shirt and borrow the earrings.
I got you.
You know what I mean? Like,
And then I
feel
can
like
come at
borrowing
you,
too much.
Chian, and I can borrow the shirt from you.
Facts, girl. Don't worry. I got
Right.
washing machine. I got you.
Good.
But yeah, what you asked me again?
Girl,
Oh
I
right.
don't even know.
How did I know? You asked me how I know I wanted to be a lawyer.
Well, she answered
Oh,
that.
that was
She
me.
answered that though.
Right. So I didn't. But yeah, because like I said, I always thought I would end up doing something like creative. I just had it in my mind I was gonna be an artist. But that didn't happen for a lot of different reasons. But I think so. Yeah, it never really like hit me at one point in time. One point in time in my life that I want to be a lawyer. Like I never saw a lawyer on TV and was like I want to be like them. Or I don't even have lawyers in my family.
Oh, wow.
So it wasn't like that. But I think after, and like one thing that a lot of people don't even know is that in my first year of UE, I actually tried to like drop out. Not drop out, but like
Felt.
I wanted to find a way to get out of this situation,
Yeah.
right? I just wasn't enjoying it at first. But right, it gave all that backstory to say sometime on in my like actual practice, I kind of realized that although I didn't set out to become a lawyer, like I kind of always had some of those like qualities in me. Like funny story, I came across when I was in sixth form. I had a teacher. I won't say too many details, but I had a teacher, and some of the students in my class, we weren't too satisfied with how we were being taught. And I found a letter that I wrote to the principal of the school,
Wow.
outlining like the grievances that we were having.
Yeah.
And like giving specific examples of the grievances that we were having, and like outlining certain like the remedies that we requested.
You built a whole case, is what you saying.
And yeah, like I wrote a letter and I got like some of my classmates to sign it, and like it was a thing.
Yeah.
And I think that we ended up like in a meeting and everything. So like at that time, I was doing things that I realized I do all now
Yeah,
as I'm a lawyer. So
That's
like when
so
I came
cool.
across that and remembered it, I was like, you know what? Perhaps it was always like within me, but
Yeah.
because I had it in my mind I wanted to do art, I wanted to be an artist. I never really like, I guess, gave it the attention or like fed it directly.
Because that's a huge like jump. Like
Yeah.
I don't
To
think
come
it
from
is.
art.
But there are a lot of
Because
lawyers
even with
who
how
are
you
creative.
talk about what you wanted to get into, I still feel like at some point you're going to get into artist management.
No.
I see that for you.
oh, definitely.
No, Jerry has had this for me. Jerry and Amory have had it in their minds that I'm gonna become like an artist manager, and like, I can see it because it's like a good merge of the two of my two like I guess passions.
because then you're in the middle of the art scene for sure.
Maybe
But then
one
you still
day.
get to.
Yeah. So far, I've just been doing like corporate commercial type of work, but I could definitely see myself going down that path, and like I said, merging the two.
Join us.
I would. Y'all know you got me regardless.
Hey.
But yeah, for sure.
So I want to circle back to that question that Chian asked a little earlier. What do you do now to kind of feed that side of you?
Yeah, well, okay. For a while, I did nothing. Like, I went through a period where, oh my gosh, no, y'all got me like opening up.
Yes, come on, girl.
You know.
I went through a
We are
period.
no Oprah today. Okay, give us.
I went
It's
through
the
a
alcohol.
period where I kind of like, I felt as though like I abandoned that side of me. So like I purposely didn't, like I would just ignore it. Like, because I felt as though if I really wanted to be an artist, I would have done it. So like I almost don't even deserve to.
Oh, don't do
You get what
that.
I mean? I don't know if I explained it properly.
What's that called? What's
No,
that called?
I
What's
feel
that
it
called?
though.
There's a word for that.
Like imposter syndrome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know what? That's
We talked
probably
about that. Yes, we
that's
talked
probably
about
why.
that.
Yeah.
Because even I that's literally my day job.
Yeah,
Like even
true.
for me, I also like experienced that to some degree. Like there's this idea that you should be doing more always, no matter
Yeah.
how much you do.
Yeah.
So
Or like you
do
wonder
that.
if like that's who you like, because some people might have an idea that like to be an artist that you have to feel it inside of you every single day.
Yeah.
And like you know, to decide not to do it, it means that you might not be a true artist.
Oh no, I
So-
disagree.
Yeah, I think we all get up some
yeah.
days and we're like,
Oh.
I don't feel like arting today.
Yeah, like you don't
Girl, I
feel.
called Lauren last year. I was like, Lauren, I can't do this.
No.
I'm losing my mind.
And I feel like that's natural, right?
Yeah.
But I think for me, I was like thinking to myself, if I feel that way, that means I'm like, I'm not really this. This is not really who I am. Because if I was, then I wouldn't feel that way.
I remember when I went and I did my master's, right? I thought to myself, well, clearly you couldn't be an artist. Clearly, like, you're not an artist because you've literally decided to go and do a master's.
The most
and
academic thing ever.
get a job and start working. And it kind of fell into place, even though with COVID, like, I was one of those blessed people.
Yeah.
But, like, for so long, who it was somebody around me that told me, oh, Lauren, you're an artist. And I was like, no, I'm not. Like, no, I'm not. No, it wasn't you. It was. I mean, you've
I
been saying
definitely
that.
said that a few times.
You've been saying that, but
But maybe
you know
not
when
that
your friends
particular
tell you
moment.
something,
Yeah.
it's like, and I was like, so I totally get that. It's like
Yeah.
because you are doing something that is not. And this time, my undergraduate, I have a BFA in creative arts.
There you go.
Wild.
There you go.
And like it's still in my head, like for so long. I think maybe end of last year, a lot of working with Jerri, is when I was like, okay, maybe I am an artist. Maybe.
Working with me.
Yeah.
No, girl. You know that you do a lot for me. We talked about that, right?
really?
We talked about that. We talked about
Yeah.
that. Did we talk about that?
I ain't sure.
I ain't sure either.
I ain't sure. But
Yeah. Our
always
producer
talking
is
about
nodding
that.
yes.
we will
He's like,
repeat it at some point, and y'all
Yeah.
gonna just live.
Yeah. At this point, I did not say at the beginning, but if you have not done this,
Oh yeah.
feel free to go and smash that subscribe button.
Wherever. it is.
Click on that notification bell, and
It's like somewhere over here.
Comment.
Like right there.
yes, you
We
were
need
supposed
to
to
see
say
some
tell,
comments.
thank you. Tell us your
Come
tipsy
on.
comment.
Oh,
have to
yeah.
engage.
Give us your tipsy thoughts. I am also tipsy right now.
They can tell.
She definitely is tipsy.
Let us know what you're
I can
drinking
vouch.
while you're watching. Yeah,
These are all of my tipsy thoughts. What are yours?
but yes.
Yeah.
So I've definitely felt that way before. So I totally get it. You know.
Yeah.
And even like I've been having this thing where I've had like this block. I have not made jewelry since last year, and everything I've started to make, I've like stopped. I've been like, I can't do this, and I don't even understand what it is in me, other than the anxiety of life.
No, it's burnout.
Let's
Creative
not
block
talk
is
about,
real.
let's not talk about any kind of blockage, okay?
It's
Let's not talk
burnout.
about it.
It's a real thing.
Because I wrote my first song, and this is just one song, like 2 weeks ago, from since the latter half of 2020.
But you wrote a song?
Yeah.
You wrote it?
Celebrate
I mean,
that. That's good.
It still doesn't have a name. I'm sorry.
But that's
John,
okay.
Listen, it's gonna get a name. I swear. I'm working on that.
It's
okay?
coming soon.
But yeah, like, but that's freaking 2 years though. Like,
Yep.
what the hell, right? Like,
Yeah.
and literally in my Instagram, in my bio, right there, singer songwriter. Where the songwriting? Like,
But you have to
You know?
let it come to you, and you can't fake
Exactly.
it. So
and I feel like for you as well, like embrace the fact that maybe your time for being in your artistic area isn't like right this second.
It's not
Yeah.
now.
But
Well-
it doesn't mean that it's dead or that it's gone or that it's not valid.
yeah,
know?
I definitely, I don't think it's dead. I mean, so I've had this idea because I realized, okay, I've always loved jewelry, and one thing about me, I always love like really nice earrings. Like I always
Yes, we
get
could tell.
complimented on my earrings, right?
Yeah.
But I obviously I find earrings I like, I buy them, whatever. But for some reason, like people just always like, I'm not even pulling my tooting my own horn right now.
You should.
But people
mean,
just always
if it's fast,
say
it's
one
fast.
thing about whatever is like wearing, they always say really like your earrings, or you
Yeah.
always have on like unique earrings. So like during the pandemic, a lot of people found little passion projects. So I started to like dabble in like some earring making and just a little bit. So I was like, everybody keeps telling me they like my earrings. I'm gonna make my own earrings.
These ain't the ones that you
No,
made.
I didn't make these.
I was about to freak out a little bit. I was about to freak all the way.
No, I probably should.
Well, how many
I didn't think
artists
it
you was
through.
going to get?
I know, right?
Did you like post any of the work that you did?
I haven't. No, I like literally.
Can you just send it to us?
Literally,
then?
no
Like-
one knows about this except like probably my very closest friends.
Oh shoot! I know the rest of the
But,
drinks
but
income.
don't hold me to it. Okay.
No, but okay. So even if you don't set them up with things, can you set us up with things?
Yeah.
I got you. So yeah, I feel like, as I said, it's just me, trying out for now. But I am slowly like creeping back into my little creative side. So yeah, maybe soon. I don't know. You might see something.
We'll be looking out for it, and we'll be looking out for any little
I know that. I
collabs.
know if anybody, Jerry and Amory, are gonna be hounding me about it.
Yeah.
Now that I put it,
Hound her.
now that I put it out into the world.
Yes.
I want you
It's
to
in the
know you're
universe.
gonna start getting messages about upcoming pop-ups.
Oh,
and
yes.
stuff like
Oh my
that.
God.
We will talk to you
Because
about that
you
when
only
the
can
cameras
make
are
like
gone.
5-6 pieces and drop them in the pop up. Like you
That's
don't even
true.
have to like put a lot of pressure on
I can
yourself.
supply
You know
things
what
for
I
you to
mean?
shoot
I
them
know who
with.
to talk to.
even
I know the
need
right
to come.
people. I know the
Yeah.
right people.
Do limited
Drop them
editions
off.
things.
Drop them off. We will have them sold for you, and I know
Facts.
people will.
You're
love
gonna
them.
be at the pop-up.
I believe you.
But
She's
she'll be there.
of
She'll be there. She'll be there.
Brace yourselves, okay?
We promise there'll be bubbles, lots of food.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a good vibe.
Yes.
It always is.
You okay?
No, she better. Girl, you might and guzzle the bubbles.
I heard
That's
when
not
she
for
like,
guzzling. Okay, so I've been low-key dying to know this. How on earth you know everybody? Like, how does... Because, okay, so, like, I would have, like, recently met you, like, very recently. This is probably what, our
Like
second or
last
third
year.
time ever,
Probably
like,
third.
seeing each other in person like
Yeah.
this, right? Okay. But, like, somehow there's, like, winding stories going on. So I
Yeah.
want to know the stories. Give me the tea. Give me the dirt. I want to know.
There's no dirt.
Oh.
Sorry. all good, positive vibes. But so I met Amory, our cameraman.
our producer,
Director, editor.
late
Editor.
person.
We're gonna get him
He's
on
our
camera one these
everything.
days.
He's the guy. Okay,
He is
he's
the guy.
The guy.
Honestly, if you have Amory in your life, like consider yourself blessed. To be honest, like especially if he's your friend. Yes, I'm showing you Amory. Consider yourself blessed. I surely do. But yeah, I met Amory. I don't even know what year that was. I was still at still in secondary school, I used to write, I think, for, y'all remember Attitude magazine?
Yes, girl.
Right. The little like youth arm of Nation.
Yeah.
So I used to write, I believe, or take photography. I can't remember. I was on the little team for Attitude magazine.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
yeah, Amory was photographer. Yeah, we met while working on Attitude magazine. I made a lot of really cool like connections while working there. I met like a lot of creative people. It was a fun little time of life. But yeah, that's how I met Amory. And anybody who knows Amory knows that like one of the best things about Amory is that he comes to Jerry Ann. So I met Jerry through Amory, of course.
We're a package deal.
Yeah. Like one of the best package deals around, if I could say
I
so
low-key feel like
myself.
we're stealing. Like whenever,
Yeah, Amory and Jerry are just like goals, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
Realistically.
To be honest, I think Amory might be the plug because he's how I met all of you.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
true.
Sometimes we just gotta be like, but Jerry and I are friends too, you know. Right. And it's gotta be like, sometimes I actually like, so I of course will call for both of them. Sometimes I just call Amory and be like, but I actually called to speak to you today because usually he would answer the phone and give the phone to Jerry.
I give it to Jerry.
But then
He
I
did
be
that
like,
to
no,
me
but I
one
call for you.
I feel like when I call you about the Christmas things, you're like, yeah, Jerry's not with me.
You know, first thing, sir, passing the phone on.
I called you for you.
You know?
I could so see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it, to be honest. Like I knew Amory first, and Amory, of course, and Jerry. Yeah, and I met Jerry, and like we've always just had like, those friends, like Amory and Jerry are those friends that like I don't even see them very often.
Yeah.
Or like message every day. Yeah, they know too that I'm terrible at WhatsApp messages.
So are we.
I just have a bad reputation for responses. Sorry to like anybody who's mad at me, but like they're just those friends that like regardless of like time or distance, whatever, like always there. Y'all can make me emotional, but no, like Amory and Jerry have always been like there for me, always supported me like through some difficult times. Yeah, so yeah, just really
And he
good
always,
people,
like,
good friends.
Y'all, it's always good people that you meet around Amory.
It's
Like
true.
I've never been introduced to somebody with Amory. I like been somebody that I'm like,
Yeah, no,
For real though.
it's always
Yeah.
good people.
Quality.
Yeah,
You know,
I would say. Well, I
quality.
mean, like, right. So, and then of course, I know Lauren from Happy Vale preschool days in our little uniform.
Yo, I saw Lawrence. We need to put that in. We need to put
Draw that
Somehow.
picture, and I need to
That
find the
was
picture
too
of us.
cute.
Yeah.
I gotta find the picture that both of you are, both you and I are in. So yeah, I've known Lauren since back then, but obviously like we've reconnected, through hanging out with Amory and Jerry, and then of course I met lovely you. That was last year, I think we said last year, right?
Yeah. We figured it out. Us
Yeah.
before the podcast was like, where? Like trying to figure out the timeline.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, I need to know like how everything else happened because
Yeah.
working that out alone was just like, oh shoot.
Yeah, exactly. So, but honestly, like the pandemic has really just warped my sense of time.
Yeah.
Girl.
Like
Mine too.
it's hard to remember 2020, 2021. Like when did that happen? So I get it. But yeah, that's basically it. So last year I think we had like a little get together, a little pizza night.
Yeah, it was pizza.
Yeah, and wine.
Pizza and drinks.
Just some good vibes.
That was the beginning of 2 drinks, and we just didn't know it then.
It's true.
We just didn't know it.
Yeah, like we
Sure.
got together and we were just chatting like literally all night, well until curfew.
Yeah.
And
Like everybody literally skidded out the doors like, oh shoot, curfew.
it was literally one of those nights. Like,
Yeah.
speeding home.
So
So glad
nice.
that's over. But yeah,
Too.
so that's why I love this. This like actually making something good. Well, not like it wasn't good before, but like sharing the type of
Sharing the wealth of the moment.
and
Yeah.
the energy and
Yeah.
that we have. So and you guys have. So that.
Yeah. It's really beautiful for real. Like that's one of the things that strikes me most about when we all get together. Like there's so much that happens in the space, and like we always walk away feeling better and like stronger. Does that make sense? So it's that's so cool. Oh my God.
I love that for sure.
So it's cool that we get to share that. Hopefully you guys experience that same.
Yeah.
You know,
That, like,
that we
uplifting.
get. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, that's what we wanted when we started, you know?
It's true.
I remember when we were having the conversation, it was something we were talking about. It was something very pertinent to the time that we were in at that point.
Yeah.
And we were like, I wish everybody could have an experience like this.
We were literally under the ackee tree at my house. On the blanket.
On
the
a
ground.
blanket.
The blanket,
Yeah.
On the
that was
ground.
the day we saw the
We
rabbit.
were drinking.
Yes.
Right?
The day we saw the rabbit.
Always good times at your house, to be honest.
I mean, we try.
we need to bring Haley.
I feel like everybody should come to my
Game.
house.
Right?
You guys can come via the camera.
We can do that maybe in season 2.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That'd be fun.
They should see where it all started.
If they hit that subscribe button, like you said.
If they do, and
they
click on that
turn on that
notification bell,
notification.
they'll see.
Come on. And if they
You
hit
know?
that like button,
Exactly.
we'll be more inclined to do what they want us to do.
Exactly.
No,
And leave some
fair.
of those comments, you know?
Come on,
How we
tell
gonna
us
know
what
what
you
we want
want.
them to do?
Tell
Exactly.
us what you want.
Exactly.
And make sure you're tipsy while you're doing it.
Exactly.
Okay.
We don't
Literally
want no sober
killing me.
comments. If you are
Yeah.
sober while commenting, go take a couple shots.
Yeah, like
Oh my God.
if you're sober while you're watching 2 drinks in,
Don't do it.
you're
Not
not hanging
lying,
with
I'm
us.
doing it right.
Hang
Don't
with
do it.
us. Hang. Oh, unless you have a problem with alcoholic beverages.
Then
At
leave
which
them
point,
alone. Or you might be like Amory.
have a sip of water.
Or
you
some
have to be
coconut
drinking
water.
something. I mean, come on. Yeah, get your electrolytes.
Yes.
Come on.
Or just get whatever, like, you know,
Yeah.
Whatever
People
it
want
makes
that.
you
makes you feel.
Yeah, they may be
I
a
don't
little
want
special.
no dairy.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
If it's 2 scoops of Frosty's ice cream,
Exactly.
We're here for
agree
it.
with that.
You know what I mean? Because big up man's like,
Hi,
hello.
Frosties.
Y'all serious about this plug?
No,
It's
no.
that plug.
we can get this or they are going to sponsor us.
Listen to
putting it in the
me.
universe.
I want Halu to know that if he ever need me to go to court and swear for him, I will do it. I have Halu back. I have Halu back.
You know what Halula like?
And you
Yes.
know, so listen to me in the court, and I was in court, so like, yes, officer.
He was there with me.
He was with me at that red rum shot round the corner from my house. What are you talking about? Not my guy, Halu.
Not him.
And they will refer to this video.
Oh, yeah.
I knew nothing
I'm
about
sorry,
it.
Halu, I'm
Scrub it.
sorry.
I had no part.
No part in that.
She wasn't here. She wasn't here.
We should definitely learn from Tasha K's mistakes.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Because she was wilding, honey. Give us the tea, Jerry. Give us the tea.
Oh my god.
What was she up to?
I don't even know where to start.
At the beginning, girl, was she... All right, so
It's
how
all a
did
mess.
she get into this Cardi B thing? Like, how we get there?
I think what happened is that she invited her to be on her little YouTube channel show. Well, not little, because she had a few million followers, I think.
Oh, shit. Not she
A few million
little.
subscribers.
Yeah.
She invited her to be on.
It's a podcast that she has, right?
I don't know if it's a
Or it's like a
podcast.
blog?
I think it's
Oh.
like a vlog.
Like a vlog thing.
Yeah,
Mm.
but via
YouTube.
YouTube.
Okay.
And she invited her to be on there to talk about whether or not these rumors about her having herpes and possibly selling her body were true. And she was like, no, they're not. But also, I don't want to be on your show. I think she just left it there.
Mm-hmm.
And she got one of her ex-roommates to come on, and clearly she was lying because she had to get tested. I think that was actually part of the requirement for the court case. They made her get tested and bring the
Make a lie detector.
Really?
oh no, like her actual medical records
So
into the
whoa.
court case to prove
So
that
Cardi
she
had
did
to
not
actually
have
bring-
STDs. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It makes sense though.
No, but I mean, but at the same time, like, that's your medical information, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The fact that you got to disclose that because some idiot decided to be,
Yeah.
like, look for clout, that's,
Well, I mean, Haley would need to
Well,
tell
I don't
us.
know. I don't know. Like the intimate details of the case. Like I haven't read it. I just I've seen it on social media. But and obviously I don't know like the various arguments that were made on either side. But like if the case was, or if Cardi B's case against Tasha K was for defamation, like one of the things that you have to prove is that what the person said was false.
Yeah.
So I don't know if maybe that was like their strategy to like, you know, show those
Like,
medical
hey,
records.
see, duh, you lied.
Right. So that's possibly why. But like I said, I haven't read it. But yeah.
That's crazy though. Like the fact that somebody could come and just make up something about you, and then you gotta like
Listen,
expose your whole self.
She apparently had hashtag
Ooh.
herpes be trending, I think, on Twitter.
Oh my god.
And then she admitted on the People's Stand that she knew it wasn't true. She was like, oh yeah, I did this for the money.
No, she said she owns herself up the road.
No, she owes her how many
It's
millions?
millions. I think 3 million.
That's what
She owes her 3.5 or something.
something like that. It's definitely more than $1 million.
That's crazy.
That serves her right.
yeah.
Yeah.
That entire case was wild. And for me, it was the fact that her followers, I feel like, had a hand in it too. Because why would you be in somebody's comments, like, saying things like that to a person?
Yeah. It's just malicious.
But I find that's the internet as a whole right now. Like people very much into bandwagonism and very much into I can support my person even if they're wrong type energy and
yeah, no.
Telling her
Like,
that
think
she's
for
gonna be
yourself.
okay. And I'm here like, she was wrong. She was so wrong.
Yeah.
a lot of people ain't thinking for themselves though. A lot of them is sheeple.
Yeah. And it's really
Sad to
about
say.
trying not to get wrapped up in that whole, because it's really easy to read something, to read the title of something,
Yeah.
but not read the rest of it,
Correct.
or to not go to a different source because it's
And double
journalism,
check that, yeah.
right? And make sure that what you're reading is actually facts.
Because
And,
journalism ain't journalism no more.
you know, like it's be real easy. It's be
People
real
are
easy to see something
Really
and
quick
just,
to believe what they see.
yeah, and just jump on that bandwagon. You
Correct.
know?
It's true. It's true. And what people do too is like, because they know like a topic is trending or something is like a current issue, they use that as an opportunity to segue into pushing whatever their narrative or light is, even if it has nothing to do with you know what's actually true. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I know. I
But
understand.
but I
Exactly.
see that happen a lot. I see that happening a lot.
I'm pretty sure she admitted it. But how could you make 40 videos about one person?
But didn't she get a letter too?
Yeah,
cease and desist letter?
And she put it online, I think, and made jokes about how she was gonna wipe her ass with it. And I think from then she should have been like, you know what? I don't think my money's as long as hers.
Yeah.
I'ma just leave this here.
You know?
Forget
Like-
the internet is like literally forever.
Yeah.
But people, I find that a lot of people online don't be thinking. They don't be thinking. I'm telling you, they don't be thinking. Because all you gotta do is pause for a minute, breathe. Actually, that don't make no sense. You know, like it's just like a moment, just
Yeah.
literally just a moment to pause and just be like, okay, let me think about this. Nah, you know, like
Yeah.
it's be like some real, obviously, really foolish things to do.
Sis had many opportunities. They reached out to her again. I think she came to her and she said, you know, look, we both got children. This doesn't need to become a big thing. I just need you to apologize and leave it at that. They were
Yeah.
gonna settle
And
outside
like,
of
and
court.
didn't they say like they wanted her to take down the videos?
Yeah.
And like she refused or something like that. Did she refuse?
She actually told them that if they wanted her to remove the videos, that they had to pay her. And they were like, okay, we see.
Yeah.
Oh, you bought the money. Ah, well, pay me some money.
Yeah.
And she owes her quite a nice piece of money. And honestly, that's going to be pocket change for her. But I don't think it's pocket
gonna
change
hurt.
for Tasha
Yeah,
K.
her.
Well, there goes your net worth, dear heart.
Yeah.
A tank.
You have to be careful what you put on the internet.
Yeah. You gotta be careful navigating the internet as a whole. Because even with like the Tinder swindler thing,
Girl. Thanks to Dana for introducing me to that show. But that show
I was
wild.
shook. I couldn't believe that was real. But not real.
Real.
When sis said that he asked her to borrow $20,000, I was
You hear the
like,
part when the man tell the girl to sell her car and sell her house? And sis was like,
I definitely missed that part.
Yeah, he did.
she thought about it!
But 8 loans though.
My thing is, why
She
would
have
you?
9 banks calling her.
Why would you lend money to somebody who already owes you money? Like, you haven't paid me back the first loan. Why would I loan you more money?
The first
I can't get no
$20,000
lower.
loan I was there like, where she was getting this money from?
And he's talking about, oh, I sent you the money. I sent you the money. Yeah, but I ain't get it yet. So when I get it, I can send you the other one. That's so wild to me. And he didn't even do it with one body. He was literally using the money from one body to go and get another body, to go and get another body, to go.
It's
And
the
it was
things
like,
that he was doing with the money that
Yeah.
had me so confused. How you hopping on PJs every day?
girl, PJs to go and spend the cash, you know,
In a
run this
club.
girl.
Mine was buying
Little
bottles in the
far.
clubs.
Do y'all have any sympathy for the women? Because I see a lot of people like
Yes, I know.
saying, they're stupid, they had it coming, or just
I
like
don't think they're stupid, but I do think it was very naive.
Very
the
naive.
way-
yeah.
I think they could have made better decisions, but also I don't know their lives. I don't know how lonely they were. I don't know
Yeah.
what place they were in emotionally. So I can't say nothing to that. Because
Yeah.
your emotional response to a situation could really make you do some very, very foolish things. I know I want consider I do some foolish things in my life.
You mean in the
Now
context
looking
of
back-
of a relationship?
Yeah,
Oh,
in the
okay.
context of a relationship and not even necessarily a romantic relationship, but just in general.
Yeah.
Like I have done some very wild things because I care about somebody. So
But to the
Like, I
extent that
can't-
you like sacrifice your own
my own well-being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I tell you, I the Dumpsy too. I understand the Dumpsy vibes. I get
Yeah.
it. Because if you're in an emotionally vulnerable position, right, which is what I was in at the time, right? If you're in an emotionally vulnerable place, you can make some very, very silly decisions that it make no sense when you stand back from it from a better, healthier place, right? And I'm sure that women is look at themselves and be like, "Yo, I really should have thought that through."
I'm sure he knew.
You know
He
what I
knew
mean?
exactly what he was
And
doing.
what type of woman he picking?
Okay then.
Because so you're saying that, right? And I'm thinking to myself, but you would have to pick a certain type of woman.
But look at them. If you literally look at them and how they speak and how they communicate during these interviews, you can tell that these are women that had their own things going on, you know? And when I say things, I mean things like issues or problems or whatever within their lives that they were working through or dealing with. And now they come to in this situation and this man is like doing all the things.
Well, the one that was his friend
You
didn't
know?
really.
No.
Which one that
some
was his
people were
friend?
actually-
You mean
That
you saw
gave
mother?
him, no. She gave him the money she was gonna pay for her apartment.
Oh, for her
or something
apartment.
With, yeah.
But even her though, like think about
No, but some people are saying
she
like
ended up
they
being-
understand her story the most
because
because she was doing it for a friend.
Yeah.
As opposed to like somebody as opposed to the other relationships that were explored. So they're
because he
saying,
already
she
like
was just a
visibly
loyal
balling
friend.
and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, I get her. What's incels? I don't understand that concept
The
either.
same
Involuntary
involuntary
celibate.
celibate, yeah.
No one wants to have sex with them. I.e. they're lame. That's the connotation.
Also, like fresh and fit.
Not poor guys, yes. 'Cause I don't know who is fucking them.
People are fucking them.
Oh, people are fucking them.
You mean fresh and fit?
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure.
You can imagine the conversations that they have
That's
with the
so
women
sad.
that they sleep with.
I don't understand how these men are.
Where you gonna be in your life that you was sitting and look at them and be like,
I'ma sit on that dick. I can't.
because it's
I wouldn't even sit
we're
on their
close.
faces.
You understand? I'm not only for me. I feel like they're really good at it because they're so self-absorbed. I don't think they'd be good at it.
Yeah.
Can we get this on camera?
I was gonna say something real
I
nasty.
feel like Cunnilingus
on my
and
thing?
Fellatio both require some
Requires
element
you to not be
of
selfish, first of
giving.
all.
Yes. What's that?
How we got to cunnilingus and foolish.
Because we're trying to figure out why people would sleep with fresh and fit.
Oh. Because
What was the reason?
And they're not even that cute, by the way. I just want to say that. They're not aesthetically pleasing.
I be
For
listening
me.
to the Bayesian accent drop in and drop out all the time.
God,
and I
he's
just
so
be like,
embarrassing.
I'd be so
Please stop
embarrassed.
talking.
Don't talk in the Bayesian accent. Please don't ever do that anymore. The
darker.
Anyone?
the uglier of the
Is
two.
it dark? He dead ass said, and I quote, he doesn't like dating black women because black women are ghetto.
Can we just cancel him? Like, I wish you
He
could say,
is.
like, there's a cancel button. Like, I don't believe that everybody who was ever canceled deserves canceling.
I mean, that's
I believe that as soon as you start making, like, conversation like that, like, just...
But
My problem with the two of them too, right? Is the fact that a lot of the people that I see, like, watch their videos, do like reviews of their videos, or you know, bring it up just to have a conversation about one of the topics that
like my guy
brought
Abba
up.
and preach.
Exactly. Have more followers than them, and it's be like, stop giving them clout.
Yeah.
I feel like the more we talk about them, the more popular
Let's
they
stop
get.
talking about
Yeah.
And I need them to just
They're
So that's
vomiters.
it now. If
It's
you
what
don't know
they
who they are, do not do anything. Do
Yeah.
not follow them. Do not like their pages. Do not go.
Don't even go and look.
Yeah,
them
you
up.
don't need to
Don't
look
hold
for
them
them.
up.
Just know they're trash.
They
That's
are.
all. That's it.
Done.
the fact that there are men
It's
like that in
sad.
real life.
That is my real issue. I don't like that. They have a place to gather and be trashy together. I don't like it.
And to spew their
Yeah.
Yeah.
foolishness.
Because then that's
But you know
encourage you to
what?
believe that you're right.
You know what?
I mean?
I like don't get. I am not by any means like a man hater or you know. There's some.
Me love man.
You
Me
know,
love
there's-
man. Me love man.
There are a lot of good men in the world.
There are.
There are, but there are also a lot of
Assholes.
yeah, exactly. Like
They're very
men who
poor
are-
versions of the species.
correct. They leave a lot to be desired.
Yeah.
In many different ways. So, and those two men form a part of that category. It's sad though. It's very sad.
You know what? They're great examples of what you should not pursue in life. Yes.
But
That's what we don't want,
sometimes
ladies.
it seems as though like the bad ones might outnumber the good ones.
I
don't know
mean,
if
the
y'all
problem,
agree.
right, is that we tend to celebrate. Well, not necessarily celebrate. We latch onto and we converse more about negative things than we do about positive things.
That's true.
So you will find like the news is a whole bunch of negative things, right? But there's a lot of great things that happen every day that nobody's talking about.
Exactly.
You know, so we kind of, as human beings, tend to latch on to, oh my God, what's wrong with today? You know, like what's wrong?
Instead of looking at the positive, and even
Yeah.
even in relation to men, I mean, if you look around you, even us, like I have a lot more positive and lovely men in my life than I have negative men.
It's true.
I mean, that's partially because also I'm one of those friends who can just drop you.
I mean, come on. Just put 'em over there.
Definitely that friend, and you know, we'll be constantly talking about this.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is step wrong a couple of times, and I'm gonna be like, okay. Well,
Oh,
I don't need your
that's who
energy
you
right
We
are.
believe in
Are you
losing
showing me
numbers
who you
over
are?
here.
Mine.
I'm blocking people.
Yep.
I will block you immediately.
I'm really bad at that, but I'm learning from that. I'm taking notes. So I want you to know that if you're in my life and you're making a mess,
And you know, my thing is, right?
unmess your mess.
My thing is that you can get a second chance with somebody else.
Yeah.
That's not to say that if like some magical thing happens and magically you turn back into my life, like 10 years later you turn up and then I'm like, I won't necessarily like look at the situation differently then,
Yeah.
right? But rest assured, 2 years later, I probably still gonna be like,
So would you say that you hold grudges?
I
she
wouldn't say
does.
grudges.
She does.
I definitely believe in forgiving people.
But not
Because I
forgetting?
think that when you're angry at something, when you hold on to that negativity, the only person that really affects is you.
Is you, yeah. It's
I ain't
true.
necessarily gonna forget what you do because I think that's a little bit foolish.
Yeah.
We believe in forgiving, but you don't forget.
For you,
But not
something.
forget
for you.
them.
I never did
Forgiven is for
understand
you.
that concept.
Yeah.
Forgiven is for you.
Yeah.
No,
not
I
for
mean
the
the
other
forgiving
person.
and forgetting
Oh.
thing. I never
Yeah.
really did understand that because it's like
Like,
you
it
stand up
just
yourself for the
sounds
same
catchy.
problem.
But in theory,
True.
it's
Yeah.
not. No.
It's beautiful.
So I might forgive and forget you. Or
But you're not gonna forget what you did.
exactly.
Oh man,
No, I-
hit me. That one hit so late just now. It was so delicious.
I be funny when I'm drinking.
Come on, you be funny all the time.
That's
what
why
do
you're
you
my
mean?
friend, you know.
What do you
That
mean?
is why.
Oh my
When I
God.
was I made lists for everything, right? And one of the things when I was looking at my circle of friends, I was like, you know what I want in my life? I want people who think I'm funny.
Oh me, I qualify.
You're definitely funny.
She has to keep me.
I guess.
Thank you. Russell don't think I'm funny. Russell's
know
be like,
what?
it's all about your delivery. It's all about your delivery. My delivery apparently is bad, but
Oh gosh.
Okay, but here's the thing, right? I love corny jokes.
right.
I love puns.
But you laugh at everything.
I am.
You laugh at literally
am.
everything.
You know what? In secondary school, right? My volleyball coach, he said to me one time, and I will never forget this for the rest of my life because he was right. I am a comedian's dream. You just gotta tell me. You gotta tell me a joke, and I'm
you're gonna
ready.
laugh, and you're gonna
Okay?
laugh.
Wait.
I am already in an attitude of.
Is Emery's
I
story
have to.
recording?
What you mean?
Oh, Emery.
The night that you
Already.
met her, you remember what we were doing upstairs?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I remember.
I'd be ready. I'd be ready for the ha-has. Like, bring the ha-has. I want to laugh.
I think
I
we
know.
almost took
I am
Homia.
ready.
We were like, we should probably take her home.
Oh, yeah, because I was on the floor.
I remember something happened though.
I was
I
worried.
broke my phone. I sat
Right,
on my phone,
something
I broke
happened.
it.
Right, there was a thing. Something happened.
Yeah.
I had that phone for 2 whole years, and I never broke that screen. It was in a trash case. And somehow, the one time I sat on it,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I think myself and Haley were
That was
very
a-
worried.
That was a chaotic night. But it was fun.
It was fun, though. It was the best kind of chaos.
If it makes
Yeah.
you feel better.
Thanks, Chad.
It was like chaos from like The Witcher, right? So it was like how you channel
Yeah,
that. Is
yeah.
how you're gonna experience it. And we were channeling it well, you know.
I guess, yeah.
We were in the right place for that. you
I
know?
think so.
Yeah, yeah.
I have
like
a
that.
question though. So this whole conversation surrounding the fresh and fit guys brings to
I wish we
mind a
could, like, just
conversation we
bleep.
had earlier.
Oh, can we bleep out their
Yeah,
name?
can we bleep
Go
them out?
Go star forward.
No
Okay,
free
yeah.
promo.
Those guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, it brought to mind a conversation that we had earlier about whether or not we encounter guys like that in our friendships.
lives.
Oh yes. Misogynist, homophobes, just generally not great human beings.
I've encountered my fair share. Yeah, unfortunately. Do y'all have like? Would y'all say you guys have a lot of? I think you said, Lauren, that you have a lot of good guy
Yeah.
Yeah.
friends. But like Jerry, do you have like a lot of straight male friends that like don't kind of show
I
you
think
those?
for some of them, homophobia is very, very rife in the Caribbean. First of all,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like a
Yeah.
depending on
Very
where you come from or
homophobic
how you were raised. I find that that's
It's
like
kinda
a very
given.
yeah. So I have those conversations very, very often, even with family members.
Yeah.
But misogynistic guys, not really.
Yeah.
No.
But do you find like when those types of behaviors are presented or
I could actually
shown
off
in front
very
of you,
quickly.
do you say something or do you like tell that person that's wrong?
I had
or-
an all-out conversation with somebody about the fact that I am a feminist, and he was like, "You can't be a feminist because you have a boyfriend."
Oh my god.
And I was like, "How is that a thing?" He was like, "But you don't look like one." What does a feminist look like?
Yeah. I don't think they understand what a feminist is.
No.
I think that's the issue.
Yep.
I think the issue is that we have so many feminists going on and whatever the opposite of a misogynist is, that's them. You know, versus just women who just want women to do well and
Yeah.
be successful and have
But
opportunities.
you don't even have to be a woman to be a feminist.
That's
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Yeah.
So like, but there's this very like visceral, like very visual, like intense picture of
Yeah.
this angry woman who hates all men and thinks they're all garbage.
Yep.
You know, who's standing up for women so we
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
be
But that's the
equality.
problem. Like
That's the problem with
feminism.
right now.
I don't know if like all would agree, but feminism does not have anything to do with men.
At all.
Like, it's not about y'all.
Because I was about to say that I am definitely one of the biggest feminists that I know around me.
Yeah.
I still want somebody to buy me flowers. And I still want somebody to take me on dates.
Yeah, and I'm definitely waiting for you to take
still
out the
want you to
garbage.
take out- because to me, it's about it's.
I'm so mad I go pick up my own trash right now.
It's not even about, for me, it's not even about equality. It's about
Yeah.
equity, because to me, we're never going to be equal to a man. But that doesn't mean we're less.
Like I don't want to have to push a car. I don't want to.
We're not as strong as men because we are
And I'm
biologically
if
different.
I drove, I would definitely, if anything happened to my tire, be standing outside my car waiting for somebody to be like, "Oh my god, look at that cute girl. Let me stand and help her."
But that does not mean you're less than a man. And I think that's the thing that we're not. That is not very, properly communicated. It's not about necessarily me saying that I want to lift for all the heavy things the same way a man can. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying that I'm worth, right? I am worth the same as a man. The same way a man can go and do a job, and he can be a manager of a company and he can make $10,000 a month or $20,000 a month. Me as a woman, if I'm managing the company, I should be paid at least that, at least the same. Right?
Yeah.
I would go a step further and say, and what do you call when you're like a feminist plus? Because I would go a step further and say, the fact that I gotta come to work when I have a period,
When
right?
we're dying.
And
on the inside.
when I have to,
Literally.
you getting up in the morning, you gotta take care of 3 kids. You gotta feed them. You gotta make sure that everything is organized. You gotta make sure that everything is fed, and you still have to show up to work, even though the baby had a whole tantrum in the night. So you ain't sleep, and still perform better than a man to get paid less. Like I think that, like, that's crazy, and that's the world we're living in today.
And that's what feminism is supposed to fix. That's what it's supposed to be talking about.
Yeah.
Like, it's not about hating a man. Like,
Nope.
man, we love you.
We love you.
We do.
you.
I
We love some of you.
You know what I mean?
We love some of you.
You are necessary. You are necessary.
Some.
Yeah.
We love some.
All we're saying is we are also necessary and we deserve to be treated as such.
As
That's
such.
it. That's all.
Partnership.
Yeah, like,
You know.
can we be equal shareholders in the universe? Can we?
Yeah. Like I say to people all the time, right? Like even with my relationship with Babe,
Yeah.
it's never really, and I used to be fast at he like a lot of times. Like, so like I'm not trying to paint this rosy picture of my relationship, right? But it's never about us giving equally in the relationship, because there are always gonna be times that I am giving 100% and he is giving like 30.
That's every relationship.
But then there are gonna be times where he is giving 100% and I'm giving 10.
Yeah.
You know, it's about partnership. It's about being there or being with somebody that you can hold hands with, so you can pull up the person when they need to, and you can be pulled up when you need to. But when you're walking on that path, you're not walking behind, you're not walking in front, you're walking next to. And that's all I want for us in the world. I just want to be able to walk, and for everybody else in the world, every woman in the world, to walk next to a man and nobody question it. Nobody question that she deserves what he is getting.
Yeah.
Nobody like think about, oh, well, are we going to pay her the same because she's a woman? You know?
Or is her going up from maternity leave going to impact her ability to perform her job?
You know?
So like have the same qualifications with or without a baby?
Like that doesn't ever make sense to me. To me, I actually think that if you have a child and you are applying for a job, you are more qualified. That's an extra qualification you have.
You should put it on your resume.
Now you know how to manage not only your life, but also another life, and still keep your life on track.
Right.
Enough that you can show up to somebody's workplace on time and be professional.
Exactly.
Come on now.
Feel it.
You know?
Come on, kill that game. Wait on you. But yeah, it's that's been the real issue for me when it comes to these conversations, specifically around men who don't understand that. You know, the idea that feminism is something that is not to them. And I think it's important that we have these conversations with our male friends.
Yeah.
Even if it is that you have to have that conversation and then say bye, then have that conversation. Because sometimes they really don't know. Because society is
That's what I was
structured in a
about,
way
yes.
that, you know, it doesn't necessarily give them that information. You know, like it teaches them something completely contrary to that.
Yeah. So I was actually gonna like say something very similar to that. Like, even though I'm but not quick friend, right? I always think that, and it's something that I'm working on, because I used to be like peace. Like you might not even get peace. You can just get. But at the same time, we currently live, I'm gonna say live, like we don't live in it anymore. We live in a society that tells men they're all of that and more, and they're to behave this way, and they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Girls are very much like taught to like, and even like
We are taught
undervalued,
to
you know. We are taught that we're not good enough. We're taught to act like less. We're taught to fit into spaces.
We're taught how we're supposed to look, how you're supposed to behave. Definitely not in front of company.
Yeah.
Like,
But boys aren't taught like that. Boys aren't always, because there's some boys who get hit perfectly.
Yeah. They
Big up to the mothers who raise their boys right.
equally.
Yeah. And the fathers who raise their boys right, because
that's generational. Like for me, my father was one of the key players when it came to teaching me that what I had to say and what I had to do had value.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's not even just the women, but the women that raising these men who
Yeah.
for generations ago. That
Listen, my grandmother is tickled at the fact that Emery cooks for me. She's be like, he's actually, the food that tastes good. Just like, he cooks all the time. How is that a thing?
Yeah. One of the
I make it
first
well.
things my mommy taught my brother to do was to cook. I remember, I ain't sure how old he, well, not me, like saying I don't know, but I know how many years older than me. I was 6, so he was 9. And I remember my mommy, and I had to be 7 because we were in the other house. And I remember us at the kitchen sink and her teaching us how to cut up the chicken and how to clean up after ourselves and how to cook. Because she always said, mother had, father had, blessed the child who has his own. Basically, we had to learn how to grow and be people. But she was going to give us all the tools to be people, to be proper people. And like, it wasn't that, oh, I was the woman, so I had to learn. No.
Yeah.
She was actually teaching him. I was just always in everybody's business. So that I stand up and was like, show me too, show me too.
But that's sad that, like, that's not, well, I don't know if it is now, but that's not the norm, you know? Like, cooking does not have a gender.
Yeah,
I
it
wanted
does
to know,
not.
right? I had a boyfriend. I had to teach how to change a tire. I taught him how to change a car tire. I taught him how to check oil. I taught him how to check radiator.
But all these things are life
Other
skills.
things,
Yeah, exactly.
right? But
Yeah.
they're like tasks that like are built into the mill, you know, design, right? Like that's what the guy does. The guy changes the
Yep.
tire. The guy, you know what I mean? Like that's the thing that they've taught us is the thing, right? So the idea that I had to teach him how to wash his clothes. Sis.
Yeah.
How to work a washing machine. He had no clue, and he was 20 what?
Oh, no.
23? Yes, I shit you not.
Not in my mommy house.
These are factuals. And his mother was big mad that I taught him these things. She was big mad. She was like, no, that's my son. You're not supposed to do. I was like, girl.
Oh, I find that Caribbean women in particular, older, that's a
Well,
very
they-
different generation.
Well then, like,
Because I
our boy is the
definitely
best in the
dated
world.
somebody that thought I was going to be the cook, clean. And I had to be like, that's not
I said,
me.
first of all,
Yeah.
That
we're
is
gonna be
not
equal.
me.
Yeah. And that's where it starts for me, you know?
You're going to have to learn. You're going to learn today.
That's where it starts. That's where it starts, like learning that you're not equal to a woman. Because somebody is going to prepare things for you. Somebody's going to wash your clothes. Somebody's going to,
Yeah.
you know?
Nah, my house, let me tell you, my mom was very much a firm believer in you have come here to be saying you learn how to do all the things. You know what I mean? So all they know, my little cousins, all they learn how to cut and season chicken, how to do their own favorite kind of egg. So if you like over easy, you know how to do it over easy, blah, 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 right? Because you're supposed to learn how to do all your favorite things. So that push come to shove, when you gotta live by yourself, you gotta suffer. You know what I mean? You feel like you live in a lap of luxury because you know how to do your favorite things, right? And so they know how to do all their favorite dishes, spaghetti and meatballs, all the things. They know how to do all the things, right? And if they don't know, they're in the process of learning, right? Because it's so important. We have to teach all of the kids, right, that this is equal opportunity out here in these streets. So either you're gonna figure it out or you're not, and you're gonna suffer for it. You know?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the main issue with these situations. So I've been fortunate that my male friends have all been solid guys for the most part. But yeah, I can see how that can happen. It's not accident.
I feel like with respect to like my male friends, like undoubtedly the majority of them are gay, right? And
You definitely can't go no homophobes.
well, regardless, even if I didn't have gay friends, like I just like I respect people.
They're
and
also
I feel like
safer friends to have when you're in a committed relationship. Because some of y'all men, because I was going to say something else just now.
Heterosexual.
Some of y'all, I definitely have people that be in my messages, and thank God I changed my number, that would message me every few months and be like,
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I'm married.
But I feel like
I plan on staying that way.
yeah. That's disrespectful, and I feel as though for me, I like it's not to say I don't tolerate disrespect. I don't. But I mean, if you show me certain like signs or traits that I personally don't value or respect, like I won't feed that friendship anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I probably might. I might if me and that person are already at a certain stage of our friendship where I feel like I could say to that person, you realize that that's sexist or that's homophobic or that's wrong, but like these specific reasons,
And they're actually gonna listen to you.
yeah, like I would do that to an extent. Personally, I don't feel like it's my job to be out here teaching people certain lessons that like they ought to know by this age and stage, and that they have the resources at their hands, the tools, same ones that I have. They have the internet.
The things that are out there.
Right. I don't feel.
Queen of that.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's my job, but if you're my friend or whatever, if we be friends,
She don't believe
Fine.
in carry forwards.
fine. I would give you the little like education that I think you need.
Yeah.
But otherwise, like if you like I said, if you're displaying those again, homophobia, misogyny, racism, well, that's not even gonna get close to me. But those disgusting traits,
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna entertain you. And I don't know if I've just been unlucky, but so many of the men that I have encountered, like, are one of those things. And like I just have no time for it. I just have no time for it. And then, like I said, even if I did not have gay friends or like people in my life that I care about that are, a part of that community, I would still feel that way because I feel like it's not your place to judge somebody based on who they love. Like, it has nothing to do with you again. And at the end of the day, it's blatant disrespect. And I feel like if you can have people around you that are disrespectful to other people, and you let that slide, like that says something about you too. I mean, you might have your reasons, but I just feel like in terms of friendships, you have to decide like the character of the type of people you want around you and what you're willing to tolerate. And like I said, for me, I am not willing to tolerate some of those things, and that results in me not having a lot of friends and a lot of gay friends. So I can count on one hand how many straight male friends, probably on half a hand, how many straight male friends I have. And when I talk about friends, I'm not talking about like acquaintances or whatever. I mean like real friends. Yeah, like real friends.
I can count on one hand too.
Yeah, and
I
it's
remember.
unfortunate.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember when I was younger, I used to be like real concerned about how many friends I had. Because I was like, you would do something and you call like 3 people and everybody busy, like you ain't got this big group of people to go out with, you want to do things, and I was always like, but why you ain't got no friends, Lauren? But my thing is, it's quality over quantity.
Oh yeah. The older you get, I feel like you start to recognize that.
I cannot, you said it just now, listen, I am that person. And if I tell you something once and I tell you something twice, and you still doing it, rest assured, well, Lauren not responding to her phone, you know why? And I'm one of those people, I don't care, like to me. And so I've had situations where people would come back and be like, they really want to talk about it, they're working on it, and I could appreciate that.
Yeah, same
Yeah,
here,
respect.
for sure.
Right? No, I'm not saying that at all.
100%. I agree.
Right? Because now you're growing, and I'm not perfect anyway, so I'm always like, I don't expect perfection. What I expect is growth. And if it is, especially, and there are like certain things that I don't, you see homophobes, racist, misogynist, they think about it like, and it's always grouped them in one big bag, because for me it's about respecting people as people.
Yeah.
Right? It don't matter who, like to me, it don't like, and I know
There's
like,
no differentiation.
I know like people always like, oh, they're individual and stuff like that, everybody wants to be whoever they want to be, but to me, we're all just people.
Correct.
So whoever you identify as, whoever you love, whatever race, gender, creed, religion you are, you're a human being to me. And because you're a human being, you deserve love, and you deserve respect. And if it is for whatever reason you can't get that, I have a problem. And I have a problem with people being like, for whatever reason, they can't, you don't deserve love and respect. I don't care what the reason is. I have a problem with it. You know, like we all just deserve. Starting out, we deserve love and respect.
Agreed.
You know, that's just it for me. So that's always a non-starter for me. Where it's come hard for me is when it's family.
Oh God.
I do not know. So then like I have and I've known family members to say very homophobic things, and I just be like, and you know when you bring up something and like you're like, okay, well, what do I do at this point? Because like for me, like I'm not very like it's not like my homophobic family or like be all and end all for me, but like,
Do you find that's like the older generation or like?
not all the time. Not all the time.
A lot of the time it's young
For me
people.
is technically he's my cousin, but he's older than my mom, and he wholeheartedly almost done a whole family reunion event to tell off one of his nieces because she brought one of her partners, and like basically they went off on this girl because she brought a girl to the family reunion event, and like they had to drag him off the mic because what? When they do family reunions, we just do them like big, you know, sound system and everything. And they had to drag him off the mic and off the system so that he would not really broadcast on the girl business because he's Rastafarian and it's against his religious position. And he ain't accepting that.
Oh, I've definitely encountered those, but we'll talk about that off camera. Unfortunately, I think this is a topic we may have to cover next week. But I do think that this is worth us getting deeper into, like, you know, this conversation.
Yeah, there is no end to this conversation.
There really isn't.
It's very layered.
This needs to be its own topic for
Very layered
Yeah.
and complex.
It really is, and like it's like no matter how we think, we're always gonna go deeper and deeper and deeper because there are many layers. Like we're all gonna have those people within our families, within our lives,
We all
within
do.
our
We know, we got
That
those
you-
uncles and aunts and cousins.
and cousins.
Correct.
Our parents.
I'm
Yeah.
not speaking for me
Yeah.
specifically, but
But some
For
people's
me.
parents, some people's parents are very very homophobic. You know.
It took my dad a while to get to the place where he's like, hey, like you're responsible for your own salvation. Yes, these are my principles, these are my beliefs, but I'm not responsible for your salvation.
My mom is just
You know?
getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girl, it's a journey. It's a
Yeah.
journey,
It is.
especially for those older folk. It's a journey.
Yeah. But it's not like, I mean, you, to an extent, you kind of have to understand, this is for the older generation. That is how they were brought up.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like it's an excuse, but at least you understand why they are that way.
Yeah.
You can still try and be like, you know, hey, whoever it is, this is no longer acceptable and these are the reasons why. But to be honest, like that's just how they were brought up, and it's just
And
really
nurture
sad.
that fat lens.
Yeah, exactly.
And but that bit for me is always the hard part
Yeah.
because you know nature with nurture. My mommy is like, let's love everybody,
yeah.
Yeah.
and
But not everybody has that.
right, and I am learning to accept that.
It's hard to accept.
But we will definitely be having this conversation with guests going forward. And I hope that you can come back.
I also
That'd be
feel
great.
like you need to come back again.
Yeah, please come back.
we did it,
This was
Haley.
too natural. Like obviously,
Y'all
y'all can't see behind the cameras. But we've been talking for way too long.
Yeah.
We've been drinking for way too long.
We really have
footage
been.
off camera. That
Cannot
y'all
believe I
not
have
gonna
to
see.
go to work tomorrow.
Like, Haley, we love you. You need to come back.
I do.
Thank you.
You need to come back on Monday, Rich. Right? Doesn't have to go back to work the next day.
Yeah.
Well, I have to
definitely
go
Because
back to
there's
work.
no curfew anymore.
There's no curfew anymore.
No, but I would definitely, I mean, this is like, I was telling somebody, so they were saying like, what are you gonna go and talk about? I was like, honestly, I don't even know. Like, I've never done anything like this. I've never been on a podcast. I don't consider myself, I mean, y'all have had some amazing guests thus far.
Yeah.
Like, actual personalities in Barbados. Like, I saw you guys have Mahalia, y'all had a farmer, Miss Barbados. So I'm like, oh gosh, little old me. I don't even know like what to come here and talk about.
Everybody's voice has value.
Yes.
It's
Well,
a whole
thank you.
principle,
But at the same
yeah.
time, I think it's great to you know, as you guys said, we do this like little girl talk and just talk about anything under the sun.
And there are conversations that we have without the cameras all the time. So
Conversations
it's
that need to be
comfortable.
had.
So much.
Yeah.
We can't wait to have you back.
Yep.
Big facts. You know what I'm
That
saying?
you guys.
It was
Like-
so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I learned so
enjoyed
much
it.
about you tonight. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I feel like I know you know. It's official. I know you
do.
know. I know
We
her.
are friends.
Friends.
So then
I
you
enjoyed
text the guy with the locks.
Oh
what
my
you're going to say
gosh.
now?
I'm so.
I'm gonna need you to send me his info so I can text him so he can tell me about his hair regimen because his locks are glorious. Okay.
We're
For
gonna
the
ask about
record,
his
like, I'm
hair.
not connected to this guy in any
In
way.
any place in that form.
Oh, man's just wanted a lawyer.
But yes, guys, thank you for being with us. Thank you for staying here.
Oh my God, we
love you.
Wow, lots of drinks in.
Things were kicked over.
Facts. I definitely dropped a thing or two.
It wasn't me.
Yeah.
I'm not
Thank
sure
you
what's on
guys
my
for
phone.
having me again.
Yeah.
Thank you
It
for
was lovely,
coming.
yeah, it was
This was
lovely.
fun.
I was
It
nervous,
really
but
was.
I had a
Good
good
time
time.
for sure.
You see that, right? She said she's gonna come again. You heard that, right?
I said I had a good time.
She gonna come again. I heard I will come again.
She'll be
too.
back.
She'll be back.
We hope that you are gonna come again. So see you guys next week. Bye.
This has been Two Drinks In.
I'm Lauren.
And I'm Jerry.
And I'm Chian.
I'm Haley.
Thank you for watching.
Shit, I didn't know it could go that far. Wait, hold up. Bougie things here? Bougie?
Don't think I didn't catch you and Jerry the first time.
The first time what?
The first time I brought that mic on.
What?
Bougie things.
He made the weight slides. Anything?
Oh.
Oh, y'all was like this. Y'all was like this. Y'all was like this.
What'd I say?
Scandal.
So I remember what we said.
I don't even want to know.
Scandal. It's right. I guess end up this side.
Jerry. I just get random messages because I don't even know that person.
No, you're not crusty anymore.
This is the guy with lots from rest.
Message me. And just so I have a legal question for you.
Saboteur.
7 over? In the morning or the evening?
Tell businesses is open at 9 o'clock here.
7 o'clock. Yeah, this is lots for us.
I don't know this person.
I want you to stop. You know what?
I don't know how you would have even gotten it.
Cause that is funny. Not gross, mate.
Are you a question?
I want you to remember.
Man's definitely tell one of his friends. I know a lawyer. Hold on. I got you covered, boy.
I can't even be like, oh, not, yeah.
You know? No face, no case.
Correct.
The guy with locks.
But differently for me, he never got. He hear lots of real good.